Hi guys, back again. Today I'm going to show you a video of a couple things for streaming or shooting video with your phone, your iPhone, that you can use for better audio quality, better video setup, a lot of different things that you can do, and I'm going to kind of show you a bunch of different things. The first thing I would recommend is there is an app. I'm going to throw this on here. Let me try to zoom in here on this. Focus in. It's called Pro Movie. You may can see that. It looks like the shape. There it goes. It looks like the shape of a camera. Really recommend this app for shooting video. One of the reason I recommend it is that at the top you can probably see if I focus it in here, a microphone level, which is really handy. And also it tells you what you're shooting in. You're doing 4K 30 FPS, and you can click this microphone button, and right now it only has the microphone option, but if you do an input, it'll tell you if it recognizes it, and if it does, you can select it and use that and instead. So it's really cool. It does have other features in it that I'm not going to go into, exposure, all of that kind of stuff that normally you don't get from just shooting regular video from the regular camera app. So I highly recommend this app. So I'm going to shut this down for a second. As far as an app, that's one of the main apps I would talk about when shooting video. Of course, that's not necessarily talking about streaming. That's just shooting video. So if you want to get a little bit better at the video quality, if you're shooting video for YouTube or whatnot, that app I would really recommend if you're using your phone. A couple of things for your phone. I definitely recommend a tripod, even if it's something like this. This is basically what you would call a tabletop tripod. It's just a little something you can buy it on Amazon. The legs, of course, bend however you want it. The main thing is the attachment at the top that will work for any kind of phone size that you have for the most part. Definitely recommend that, or what I'm currently shooting off is about a 5 foot or 5 foot maximum height, all the way down to about a 2.5 foot minimum height tripod that I'm shooting off with my other camera. I would definitely recommend a tripod so you can sit the camera. You're not trying to hold it. You're not having somebody else hold it for you. It makes it more stable. And that goes without saying, I'm sure. Another quick trick is something like this. This kind of weird looking thing. I know it looks weird. So basically this little thing right here, it has a phone holder. It has a clamp on it right here where you can clamp it to something, and a light. So if you need better lighting on your face or whatever you're shooting, you can use that, and it works via USB. There's a USB plug here that you use to plug it in for power, and it has a switcher. So you can do multiple levels of lighting, multiple color and tones of lighting. Something like that. They have all kinds of different versions of it on Amazon, bigger, smaller. That is small, and what you do is you put your camera lens through the opening of that circle, so the light lights up right around the camera lens. It works very well. Shot a video with it the other day. And so those are a couple of things just to kind of help you. I know this is really basic stuff, so if you've been shooting video for a long time, you can probably just skip past that. But now we're going to get to more of the audio quality stuff. And this is where I've heard some questions from other people, especially with streaming like services or whatnot from your iPad or phone, how to get a signal from your board there. So real quick, there are a couple of different options. The first option I'm going to tell you about is this. It's about, it's a cable. Let me get the whole thing in the picture there. It's a small cable And it has two sections on it. This section, well, right here, of course, the 1/4 inch part, or 1/8 inch, I'm sorry, goes into your iPad or iPhone. Right there. And then on this side, you have two sides. One's for headphones and one's for mic. The mic part is where you're going to take an aux cable from your board into that. And then this is a mic. This 3 ring right here sends out a mic cable so that your phone will recognize that signal as an input and allow you to record that signal as a mic. So that's about $15 on Amazon, that cable right there. Alright, and so for the last couple things, or the last thing about streaming I have is this thing called iRig. And this one is an iRig2. Let me focus in on this here. iRig2. There's multiple versions of iRig. iRig2 is the cheapest, consequently. You can use it for guitar play, as you can see. And it has on the end this 1/8 inch part. Now this part goes into your phone. And then on here you can actually, and this is why I like iRig. You got a headphone spot so you can hear the signal that's coming in. And then of course the guitar part, that's where you're going to plug in a 1/4 inch cable from your board. It does have a gain, so you can make it how loud you want it. I do keep it at through usually, but this is a great device to take a signal from your board, okay, and put it into your iPad or iPhone. So you can take a 1/4 inch out of your board, like out of an aux or something like that, mix it and get it to your video, your stream, however you want it. If you're doing it from an iPad, you most likely have an adapter. You have the headphone jack still there, but if you don't, of course you're going to need your Apple adapter like this to be able to use any of those 1/8 inch on your phone. It also works on the iPad as well. So that gives you the signal. That gives you the ability to change the audio for your videos. Now right now, me currently, I'm not, because I'm setting up in a remote place and don't have all my equipment, I'm not using a mic or anything like that, and I'm using a DSLR. So I'm not using all that stuff right now because I'm kind of on a remote set. But if you do want to increase your recording quality, which I will be doing on my future videos when I get back to my setup, you can use, condenser mics and all of that, run them through a board, or and use like iRig to go straight to your camera. Or I bought this on Amazon. This is just a cheap, this thing is cheap. This little lapel mic here that I have, lapel mic, and it comes into just a simple 1/8 inch. And this lapel mic, man, I think it was like maybe $5 on Amazon, if that. And you can go straight into your Apple adapter into your phone with that, and it'll recognize that as a mic, and you can use that cable right there to do vocal stuff and record while you're doing it. It's pretty sick. It works pretty well. The only problem I have with that is there's no way to hear the signal. So that's another reason why the app that I showed you earlier, that Pro Video app, is that you can see if you're peaking, you can see how loud you are on that camera when you're looking at it. So that would be something to do to monitor, to make sure you're not too loud, because if you plug that into your phone or your iPad, you most of the time cannot hear the audio at the same time. That's another reason why I do kind of like this particular thing, and it works, is because you can monitor with headphones. You don't monitor the input signal, you can go back and listen to what's output from your device. If you have any more technical questions about streaming from your phone. Of course, if we go into more depth about like using computers and audio video capture devices, stuff like that, and get more complicated, but just using your phone, these are some things you can use to stream or do videos with, and to do them pretty well. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below.